Hey guys, Joel Frank here, market analyst for YouTrading. In today's quick trade idea video, we're going to be taking a quick look at the Nasdaq 100 index. I've got it on one-day candlesticks here. We're looking at it over quite a long time horizon, and you can see that it's currently in the process of breaking through a really key area of resistance. We've just gone above the 50% retracement back from the 2022 low to the 2021 high. We've just gone above that. That was at 13,600. We're now around 13,750. And it looks like we're going to have a go, at least, of breaking above last August's highs in the 13,750 area. We're pretty much currently at that level right now. Now, there are some fundamental reasons supporting this rally. We've got a sort of growing optimism in the market that the data continues regarding jobs data anyway, and other economic indicators that we can talk about. But the data in the US continues to push back against the idea of a near-term US recession, which is a good thing, of course, for the earnings outlook. But there are also fundamental sort of forces at play that I think actually ultimately could be a bit of a headwind for the Nasdaq. And that is the fact that, recent inflation data also shows that inflation remains pretty sticky. And we're getting commentary recently from Fed policymakers that continues to push back against the idea of rate cuts later this year. Like we just had Fed, I think it was Fed's Logan, saying that he doesn't see the case for a pause at next month's meeting. So we've seen a response in rate markets where there's now about a pricing for about a 40% chance of another interest rate hike. Remember, like only a week ago, we were talking about this being the end of the Fed's rate cut hiking cycle. I mean, even like a day ago. But now that seems to be back in question. And as a result of that, we're seeing yields pushing higher. Look at the 2-year yield here, testing the top of its recent range. 10-year yield here, also testing the top of its recent range. The dollar index also pushing above key areas of resistance and looking like it could open the door to a bit of a run higher. Now, when you see yields moving higher, the dollar strengthening, that typically is not great for the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, particularly with yields, likes lower yields because, the Nasdaq is made up of these growth stocks where people are betting on future earnings growth rather than current earnings, which means that, when the opportunity cost rises, which is what yields are, that raises the cost of betting on future earnings growth as opposed to actual earnings today. So pretty much, trade what you see. I'm not sure we're going to blast through this level, to be honest. Maybe we'll get a bit above it and have a bit of a retracement. But for now, because of the strong economic outlook, I do like the idea of buying the dip. So say we go a little bit higher, we pull back, the 21-day moving average keeps rising in line with this uptrend. Maybe you get a bit of a confluence of technical factors and you can buy that dip in a couple of days' time. So that's pretty much what I'm monitoring at the moment for the Nasdaq, because you've got to say, for the Nasdaq, the technicals are looking very, very nice. It's in this longer-term uptrend. It's in the shorter-term uptrend that we just talked about there. It's above the 21-day moving average, above the 50-day moving average. All of the major moving averages are moving higher in the ascending order that you would expect in a rising market. So I think this index can continue to do well potentially, as long as the rise in yields and the rise in the dollar doesn't get too severe. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I'm looking at the moment. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you all found it informative, and I will see you all in the next one.